Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Peterson. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here in a 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete to Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Stanton. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Coup for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stanton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Stanton under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll complete this one to Watson. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stanton. And he whips that one incomplete there. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stanton. Open man is Seth Williams. He's got it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side. There's London. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Oh, good move. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Perine, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Stanton, complete right side to Otten. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stanton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run again with Peterson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now a give to Peterson running left. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 3rd down, Stanton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. They juked him. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stanton. And he slings one that's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stanton. Williams brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stanton steps away to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Stanton. He finds his man. Complete. It's Houston.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. This is away at a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. A final shot before break. Stanton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Stanton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think you could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, Peterson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. Runs over him. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
First down. Here's a run with Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He'll drop to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Perine.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Coldell. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They'll drop to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Stanton, he'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Now a carry for Perine. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down, Stanton.
He's got Otten.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Houston. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Stanton. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Cade Otten, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanton got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, Stanton eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stanton. And a throw right sideline is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Houston.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Stanton. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Stanton. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Stanton. He finds his man, complete. That's Houston. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And here now come the Falcons.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, Peterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Now Youngway coup for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Over the middle, complete. It's Houston. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and 2, Stanton.
And that's caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stanton flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly